Chase didn't answer her. He repeated the same question. Why did you hit my wife? Sasha stood up at him. You only care about that woman? Have you thought about me once? She was very agitated. You left me alone at the altar. I've been laughed at for years because of this. Do you know what I've endured all these years? Why wouldn't I hit you or the woman who stole you from me? Chase sighed and said, Sasha, I let you down. I apologize, and I can even give you compensation, but don't involve my wife and child in this matter. She was in despair. She could clearly see that his heart belonged completely to the other woman. She weakly sat back on the sofa, regaining her previous iciness. Do you want to make things right? Easy. Divorce that woman, called, and come with me. Sasha looked at Chase with a flirtatious expression. The Peterson family was born to be proud. She would not allow an unknown woman to steal what was rightfully hers. She would do anything to get him back. Chase hesitated for a moment. Only then did he reply. Anything else? Anything? I never had your heart. Sasha started to get excited again. If you never liked me, why did you get engaged to me? Why did you string me along like that? I never wanted to string you along. His reply was decisive. That marriage was arranged by our parents. It had absolutely nothing to do with me. But I liked you so much. Sasha stared right at him. For you, I abandoned my family business and walked away from my best friend. I have done anything for you, but you barely even noticed me or looked at me. I'm just not worth it for you. I'm sorry. The two simple words were both an apology and a rejection. They stabbed into Sasha's heart like a knife, completely awakening her to the truth. You really didn't like me at all? Even before you met Celia? I see you as a friend. There was nothing more hurtful he could have said. A trace of coldness flashed across Sasha's eyes. Is she outstanding? She isn't as beautiful or as intelligent as you, but she loves me, and I love her. That's enough. She could clearly see the love in his eyes when he said that. There was something he had never seen in him her entire life. She was jealous to the point of hatred. What if she was to disappear? You wouldn't. At that moment, a bright light flashed in Chase's eyes. It was extremely sharp, as if it could burn a hole through someone. He pointed at her and enunciated each word clearly. Sasha Peterson, I can compensate you for everything else. I can even forgive you. But if you involve my wife in anything, I will definitely make your entire family regret it. His voice was cold. The veins bulging on his forehead were enough to prove that he was not joking. Sasha was a little scared, but more than that, she was jealous. You're angry. You've never fought like this for me. He was as cold as ice. Do not challenge my family. With your current influence, you have no way to hurt mine, she half provocatively said. Uncle Tim won't help you. You could try. Chase's eyes were full of threatening resolve. She shook her head, her eyes filling with despair. She didn't want to challenge Chase or his family, but she wouldn't give up easily. The atmosphere in the office had dropped to a freezing point. At this moment, Sasha thought of something. She suddenly raised her head and looked at Chase. Right, your wife doesn't seem to know who you really are, does she? His heart skipped a beat when he heard that. What are you saying? I remember you and my aunt had an agreement. All these years you've been gone, you couldn't reveal your Rothman identity to anyone. Otherwise, they do anything to get rid of the people you know. Tell me, if I told your wife your identity, how would she react and what would happen to her? Chase panicked a little and quickly stopped her. Don't play with fire. However, Sasha had already picked up the phone to make a call. Her eyes were playful as she looked at him, watching for his reaction. When the call connected, she pressed speaker. "Hello?" Celia's voice came from the other side. This time, Chase was really panicking. "What do you want?" On the other hand, Sasha had an indifferent look on her face. "To have some fun. If you tell her about this, I won't let it go." She smiled. "You know that your threats never had any effect on me?" With that, she picked up the phone. "Hello, it's Sasha Peterson." Celia felt silent. About 10 seconds later, she continued. "Why did you call me?" "Let's talk about Chase Rothman," Sasha said. "What's there to talk about?" Celia said. "I don't care what kind of relationship Chase has with you. I don't want to know a thing. He's my husband. Don't even think about it." Sasha was taken aback by these words. She hadn't expected Celia to be so unyielding. She suppressed her anger and continued. "Do you know what he did before you met him? Have you ever talked to his family? Do you know what kind of background he has?" Celia became silent again. Obviously, she was unable to answer these questions. She and Chase knew each other in college, but he was already 20 at the time. Even when they were married, he had never talked about his past. Celia only knew Chase's family lived abroad and his parents were very busy. If not for the events at City Grill, Celia wouldn't have even known his family was well off. He was a mystery. "You know?" Celia asked. Sasha crossed her legs and said casually, "He and I are childhood friends. Want to know what he's not telling you?" Chase felt like his life was a powder keg, and Sasha was the match. Celia's self-confidence took a serious blow, and she remained silent for a long time. "What are you saying?" "Oh, nothing," Sasha replied with a smile. "I just want to help you improve your relationship. If you want to know about your husband, then meet me tonight at Dee's Steakhouse." On the other side, Celia was unsure. After she heard that, she agreed hesitantly, then hung up the phone. Sasha's smile became even wider.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.